Hello, hey, this is David Richardson. I am your IBO tour guide. I'm going to explain the term IBO first, and then you will understand what I mean by being an IBO tour guide. An IBO is an independent business owner. I am an independent business owner with Good Life USA and Canada, and soon to be Mexico. But presently, I am an IBO business owner with USA and Canada. And as an IBO business owner, I can suggest something that you need to know about this process. But before I go into that, let me suggest that you listen at what God has said about is said it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. It is more blessed to give than receive, and you hear the word blessed before you hear the word receive and what he's talking about. So it means that you're going to be blessed by giving. And in this process with Good Life USA and Canada, we have what is known as a phenomenal. The company is less than 10 days old. I say that because the company actually was in pre-launch for a year, from May of 2016 until May of 2017. They were in what is known as a pre-launch status. During the pre-launch status, I enrolled into the company in April of 2017, and I've already received two checks from the company and will just in the few days launch of the company. The company actually launched on May 23rd of 2017. Today is May 29th. No, I'm sorry, May 30th of 2017, the day following Memorial Day, which was yesterday, and today is May 30th, and I'm giving you this tour of this phenomenal Good Life USA and Canada. Here you see the card that I'm talking about. The Good Life VIP, a $200 VIP club card. You give the card away. All you do is give it to anybody that you want or give it to. I use the term give it to Lottie, Dottie, and everybody because when you give the card away, the person of reciprocal that received the card spends the $200 and the company sends you back $100. As it says on the card in white, we will pay you $100 every time you give this $200 VIP club card away. See details on our web page below. Now the web page is not just for that also to explain the $200, but there's also the place where you enroll into this phenomenal. Yep, you can enroll into the phenomenal at bestbloglifestyle.com. www.bestbloglifestyle.com. That's where you're going to enroll and get a whole lot of information that I won't be able to cover in this presentation here. But I just wanted to introduce you to the card. Notice also on the card is letting you know that it's exclusively used for hotels. The reason that's on the card is to let you know that the fastest way for you, the giver, to receive your $200 for giving the card to an individual that's checking out of a hotel is that the hotel bill most often is going to be more than $200. The airline going to be most often more than $200 flight from here to there. And other resorts and motels and things of that nature is where you're going to receive your $100 back faster on giving a person a card that's going to check that. But those are not all. There's any way that you can spend the $200 off the card, you can do it. I have a 10-year-old grandchild, and my 2-year-old grandchild just bought a $200 worth of gifts for her dolls and things of that nature online, and her shipment will be coming in according to the information she received online very soon. So she used it to buy gifts for her doll. So that means that you can now be rest assured that you're going to receive your $100 when your giver or receiver, that is, that you give the card to uses the card. So rest assured that this is a phenomenal. Now notice on under my picture, my name is David Richardson, and this is my picture on my card. And the company will allow you to put your picture or your logo or whatever you choose to put on the card that you're giving away. It is your IBO business. You're paying an extra fee per month to have the business running, and as a result of doing that, the company is going to enable you to use your own business in with all to put the card into someone's hand. Take a drink of water because I do talk. And now, make sure you pay attention also that at the bottom it says this code is assigned to you. Well, the activation code is what the person is going to turn the card over and activate the card. Once they turn it over and activate the card, that card now is active, and that card that you gave to the person have your activation code on it. So that means your $200 is now in process of being used, and once it's used up, Good Life's USA Canada send you back $100 every time you do that. So notice on the card I'm saying if you buy 100 cards, you gave away 100 cards, you will receive $10,000. If you gave away 1,000 cards, which I'm doing on a monthly basis now, you will receive $100,000. If you gave away 10,000 cards on a monthly basis, you will receive $1,000,000 a month. If that process worked like it's this, it doesn't work like that always. But now there's something in accounting. Now I'm an accountant by profession called account receivables. An account receivable is a receivable that you have not received on account of the person that's owe you the money has not paid you. So notice this process of in understanding account receivable. You give away 10,000 cards, you have a potential receiving $1,000,000. Well, the cards cost, as you're going to see, 20 cents a piece if you buy 100. They'll cost you a little less if you buy 1,000. And it'll cost you even much less if you buy 10,000. So don't concern yourself with the cost of the supplies for your IBO business. Concern yourself with the income that your IBO business is going to produce by you taking the supplies and giving them away. The supplies for your business are these $200 VIP club cards. Those are your supplies, and you give the supplies away, and the person that uses the card and activates the card and spends the money that's on the supply, you receive $100 every time that happens. So notice now I'm introducing here the Good Life Global Pay Solution. You don't have to worry about getting a check from the company if you don't choose to want a check. You can now use this Visa logo card, and you can now swipe your debit card wherever you shop, just like you do your bank card now. This is a bank card with Good Life Global Solution, where you're going to now have your $100 of every card you give away go into your debit card, and you're going to just shop until you drop, as they say, using your own money for which your process has produced. Make sure you visit the website that you see on the card, thegoodlifepayroll.com, thegoodlifepayroll.com, and there you're going to get a phenomenal number of videos explaining to you how you're going to be paid simply by giving your cards away. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to that. Notice here, if you would please, the the dime, it'll cost you 20 cents to buy a card, and the card is worth $100 at 20 cents per card. Give me your attention. You also see that, and this is what I'm telling you from the start of this presentation, that you're going to see givemeyourattention.com throughout this process, because if you give me your attention and you understand what I'm trying to get you to understand in this process, then you're going to be involved in this phenomenal before it gets too old. Right now we're less than 10 days old. Notice 20 cents per card. The income potential on 100 cards is $10,000. Notice the income potential on 1,000 cards is $100,000. Okay, do you want to give me your attention now? Okay, I laugh because I'm just having fun with you. Here, 10,000 cards is worth $1,000,000. Cost you 10 cents a piece if you buy 10,000 cards. Now, you and 10 people, and we're going to be talking about those 10 people. If you know 10 people and you get those 10 people to enroll with you, and each one of you decided you want to go in together and to get 10,000 cards, look what you pay. But you can just put the money together, because each one of the cards are going to have an individual code for all 10 people. But your money is going to go to the pool for process for buying. I'm not going to get involved in that, because that's not the way the company does it. Just give me your attention and watch the videos, and you don't have to go through what I just said. More income potential. $200. I'm sorry. $200 gift card will give you an extra income. I'm sorry, but give me your attention. Make sure you watch the videos. I'm just excited about it because I'm getting checks in and I'm giving away this card like every time I go out and see someone by me being an IBO. And I'm already a self-employed individual prior to starting this process, and I have a vast number of people that live in my community that I know, and I give them cards every time I run into one of them, and it's just a phenomenal. But make sure you pay attention to the process. I'm gonna take another drink of water. Okay, here we're talking about the three levels of membership: a silver, gold, and platinum. And I recommend very strongly that if you can't start as a platinum, make sure you upgrade to a platinum as soon as possible, because you're losing thousands and thousands and maybe millions of dollars by not being a platinum. Because a platinum is the highest level that you can have in the company, and the money is just unbelievable as to what the company is going to show you how you're going to earn. Now, every Tuesday, the company president and the CEO of the company comes on and explain in details what you would need to know, and all that information is going to be given you. Just visit, give me your attention, and all these data are going to be given to you at that time once you visit the website. Become a platinum, and then as a gold and a platinum membership, you now have an opportunity to become a part of the legacy tree. And the legacy tree is just a vast pool of money that's shared with you from the money that's generated by the members of the IBO members in the company. All that's going to be explained. Give me your attention. All that's going to be explained when you get there. Okay, quick pay tree. The quick pay tree is also a manner of earning money at different tier levels and down to level three, where platinum is automatically at the level three. That's why you want to be a level three in the process of being anything. You want to be a platinum member in the company. I'm going to speed this up now to get past this point here. Just go to goodlifepayroll.com, the goodlifepayroll.com, and it's going to give you a much more detailed information about how you be paid with the company just simply by giving away the VIP gift card. The way as also as possible. Now, notice here in the red, I'm going to stop here. Notice in the red is letting you know that if you it's an ideal business for an unemployed individual or a retired individual. If you're unemployed and you don't have an income coming in, if you can scratch up any amount of money at all to get this bonus, signing bonus, you can come in and start earning money simply by just giving the cards away. If you're a retired individual and you travel a lot, you want to give this card to everywhere you go in your travels, because now you could be operating a business on your travels, and as a means of that, you are writing off things that you can't normally write off. I'm also a tax accountant. Now, watch this process that we're talking about here. I want to explain this out too. This is saying that this is an ideal business for unemployed or retired people. People is misspelled. I want to point that out and let you know I know it's there. I just didn't have time to go back and correct it before I decided to make this presentation. But again, there'll be over 2 million people down in your organization once you decide you want to come on as a platinum. You have a potential to earn income from 2 million people. That'll also be explained when you give me your attention, www.givemeyourattention.com. And that phenomenon will be explained to you as you go. Skip this next slide because it's perhaps somewhat a duplicatable of the other one. With the exception of, I want to let you know that a platinum is the highest paid level in the company, and regardless of what you do, you want to be a platinum. So you want to have at least 10 platinums with you. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is a whole lot of people, and this company will give you an opportunity to have in your organization 2 million people that you can benefit from in this global company. The balance matrix is watch my good life video. There's a video that explains what the balance matrix is about, and IBO and IBO team sign up. It's showing you where your IBOs now are in teams of persons, and as a IBO team member, you're going to have benefits that you wouldn't normally have. You want to be a platinum in order to be a reciprocal of these monies that's paid from this process. So make sure whatever you do, make sure you upgrade to become a platinum. Even if you don't start as a platinum, I recommend that you start out as a platinum and you'll have that already done once you decide that you're going to make this phenomenal a part of your family, because you can now will this information to your siblings, or you can will it to your children. You can now have your 5 or 6, 7 year old children's college funds already in the bank by the time they get to the age, without having to do anything except give something away. All you got to do is give it away. And as a result of giving, and God set this in place for you, you're going to be blessed by giving something away. It's a change or changing, a change of the legacy tree. It's a game changer. I'm trying to say, I'm going to tie tongue here. It's a game changer for you to become a platinum in this process. I'm not going to continue to go through the money process, this process. I'm going to go on and move on to something that's a little more exciting for you, because you're going to be given all this information over and over again when you visit Give Me Your Attention, or even the other sites that I've given you. Even when you visit, just decide you're going to enroll, and I recommend that you enroll right now. So visit Best Blog Lifestyle and enroll even right now, and then come back to the video. But enroll as soon as possible so that you can share this with 10 people, and then have those 10 people to share it with 10 people, and have that 10 people to share it with 10 people, and the next 10 people to share it with 10 people. You realize how many people you would have had in your organization by just sharing it with 10, and have those 10 to share it with 10, and 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Oh my Lord, you people involved in your process. The game changers, as we said earlier, is what you want to embark upon the platinum level, and make sure you have all of the 10 people that you're going to be referring to this process to do the same as a platinum member. And you would then have the game changer in place for you and your family. Recently, or just yesterday, we had the Memorial Day. Now, from this point on in the presentation, we're not going to do a whole lot of talking about the money. What we're going to talk about now is you having an opportunity to enjoy the money that you're going to be making. Okay, yesterday it was Memorial Day, and I put this on the slide to give an idea of the fantastic trips that you can take, from the cruises and staycations and condos of that nature. You can use this card, this VIP card, as a means of living, well, actually being used free in many cases. But that's going to be explained to you as you go through the process. It only puts us in and give you an idea of the kind of lifestyle you will have simply by giving the card. And the more you give, the more you're going to receive. It's more blessed to give than it is to receive. So if you gave away 1,000 cards a month, you're going to receive more than you would if you only gave away 100. So it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. And these kind of amenables are available for you to have, and every day is a Memorial Day, or every day is a holiday with you, because you now have a lifestyle change simply by giving something away. Here we're looking at the MGM National Harbor. Now, I live in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, and right over less than 5 miles from my house is the Harbor, Maryland Estates. And what we're looking at is the MGM hotel is in this process. Now, give me your attention now. Make sure you give me your attention in this process as a presentation. Take a drink of water. Make sure you understand this process, because now we're talking about you using the monies that you have I've been talking about, as a means of making money. Because when you give the card to a person that checks into the MGM, the MGM, if you on the side and you're looking now on the front side of the MGM hotel, you're looking back into the state of Maryland. But on the opposite side, across the river, this is the Potomac River, you're looking at Virginia, and you're also looking at the District of Columbia. Over on that side of the hotel, the rooms are more expensive than it is on the Maryland side of the hotel. But still, you're going to get a reduction in your hotel fee by having the card to present to the desk when you're checking in or check out. Okay, now I'm going to go on in this phenomenon. Here again is part of the phenomenon where the MGM is at the harbor, because this is in the harbor, Maryland. And the harbor is in Maryland, and Maryland is now, this is the name of the harbor, Maryland, is where the MGM and all the other hotels I'm going to be showing you from this point on is located. And then we have over 950,000 hotels worldwide, 950,000, May 20, 30th of 2017, 9 plus 150,000, and before the end of the year we will have over 1 million, and the number is growing. Now imagine you being in a phenomenon when there are 2 or 3 million hotels, resorts, and etc. available for you to use your card that you give to someone, and they go on vacation, they go on staycations, they go or wherever they're going to go on business trips, and they use your card, and you are responsible for giving the person the card, and you're receiving $100 every time they use it, and you have other incomes that you don't even know about that you're going to be receiving. It's a phenomenal. I'm using this picture here just to show you, when you're giving your attention, what the card is can be used for. All the person that you see here is a reciprocal of the card, and you can do that by advertising. As I'm advertising my card here for all these persons that you see here, and when they leave the facility, you are standing and giving them the card, and now you've given all these people here your VIP card. There's not 10,000 people here, but if you had 10,000 cards and you were standing and giving these persons cards as they leave this facility to go to the hotels and the resorts in the area, and I'm going to show you some of the hotels and resorts in the area, you're then going to have the understanding of why you should give them your attention and give these cards away. So again, this is a means of advertising to show where they're having a party or a good time party, and these persons here who have used this facility to give their party, you can give those party persons your card, and your card is now a means for you to use. Now, tell you this, but I did say that with is for anything. This is a shopping center in within 5 miles of my residence in Harbor, Maryland. And when you go to this shopping center and you're using this card, you're gonna get a discount on the things you buy. I'm talking about dresses and shoes and pairs and pants and whatever, caps and hats and whatever you're gonna buy, you're gonna use the card to do that. So it's not just for hotels and resorts and things of that nature. It's for anything that you decide you want to use the card for. This is an example of this shopping center or outlet, what they call it, an outlet, of all different kinds of stores where the card can be used, not just here, but throughout the nation. So don't just, think that it's only used, which it is not. Here are condos, and that card can be used for condos, because you can lease condos for a weekend and in this same facility, and the condo could lease for, I don't know, $500 or $600 for a weekend. Well, $200 of it comes off the card. Okay, so it's not just for hotels; it's for condos and resorts and things of that nature. Um, an idea of what this is like. Nightlife in this harbor is for persons who go out in the nightclubs and have a good time, for dinners and restaurants and things of that nature, where you want to give the cards to those persons there. You can give it to the restaurant owner, and the restaurant owner could give your cards away to the persons that comes into the restaurant. The hotels, the resorts can give your card away for you to give away to the persons that's coming in. All you want to do is make sure you put your card in someone's hand, and as a result of you putting your card in someone's hand, you then are going to receive a benefit from the card, a 100 gift. Notice here, this is one of the facilities at the harbor, and it's showing you on the front door that is the AC National Harbor Hotel, which is one of the Marriott's facilities, and Marriott is a world-known hotel. Well, Marriott facility here, where the card is now accepted, when you check in or check out of the Marriott facility here, you're going to get a 200 discount on your room, and whatever it is you're going to buy in the hotel can also be used for that purpose. Now, I'm going to conclude this in a few minutes. I'm taking up perhaps too much of your time, but again, it's used process. And I'm using all these data here to show you what can be used in the United States. If you are outside of the United States, you want to come to this facility. But the harbor is something that is something for the everyone to participate in. Families of all sizes and all children of all ages visit the harbor. The harbor is a phenomenal within the United States, right in near the nation's capital. Matter of fact, within 5 miles of the nation's capital is where you'll find the harbor, right across the Potomac River. And all of these facilities that you see here, your resorts and your condos, are places where you're going to participate in the card away. Now here, notice this. This is for a business travel person. Again, this is right at the harbor. I'm using the harbor on as an example. I could have used New York. I could have used Chicago. I could have used any city in the world, and I'm sorry, within the United States as a means of doing this because this is Good Life USA and Canada. I have not lived in Canada, but I've lived in the United States all of my life, and I'm only promoting what I know about, and that's the United States. So if you live anywhere within the outside of the United States or in the United States, you want to come to the National Harbor in order to see what you would have simply by giving this card away. Business travel, please give me your attention so you can see what kind of savings you're going to have as business travelers. Persons that rescind that lives in condos and resorts, please give me your attention so you can find out what's available for you. Here, give me your attention, excuse me, and you can activate the card. At the top, it tell you activate my good life card.com. Activate the card, your card that I'm going to give you, or have the person that you give your card to activate the card because there's a 2-year extension, a time period that is on the card, and you want the person to use it as soon as possible so they can get another card from you and or so you can receive the $100 that you're going to get as a result of that. So give me your attention and remember that this is the harbor and all of these hotels and facilities honor the Good Life USA card. Okay, so then I say USA because this is in USA and not Canada, and but that's Canada also. Now, what about the military families that travel throughout the world here in the United States? The military families, they use the card for travel all of the time because they're going from here to there, and those families can use the gift that you're giving them. So even if you don't know a military family, you want to make sure that give you can put that into an envelope and mail it to a military family and help them to do what they're doing and also help yourself by giving them something, and because it is more blessed to give than it is to receive. I'm going to conclude this but with this Washington National Armory in Harbor, Maryland, right across the river from downtown Washington, D.C. And also, nightlife at the harbor is something that you don't want to pass up if you come to Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. You definitely want to give me your attention about the nightlife at the harbor because it is a phenomenon within itself. It's all entertainment, all different kinds, as if though you were in some of the other cities in America or in the world that you would want to be in this particular setting here. So your nightlife and your family life is what we are using this example here to show you what it's all about. Now, in concluding this with just a few more slides, this is again a means to show you how to use to give your VIP gift card away to the persons who will use it. Johnny on the site. These persons will use it. But many of these people live into the hotels and resorts right near the harbor, and the ones that are visiting the harbor still can use your VIP gift card. But those persons that are living in the hotels and motels and etc. use this phenomenon. Now, on this giving you an idea if you come to the harbor, and I'm saying a harbor because it's the only one of I can use to show you how the process works. You want to get the directions. So there are 3 major airports that you can come into the Washington metropolitan area to use to get to the harbor. And each airport you see has a red star around it. They're giving you an idea as to how you want to get to the harbor. And they see where the harbor is located right across the river from the national airport right in the hearts of the city of metropolitan area of Washington, D.C. And also, in concluding, I got this is a major baseball stadium right within 3 miles of the National Harbor. And you can go to the games, one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world. You can go to the games, and there's also other facilities within the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area that's available that use what I'm trying to get you to see is the card. And I'm using the stadium as a means of advertising the cards because you can give this card to persons that go to the baseball games and they can benefit from the process. Now, this is definitely one of the last slides. Hotels, cruises, airlines, rental cars, condos, etc., where you're going to use your card as a means of reducing your bill for having to pay. And as a result of doing that, you're going to receive a reward from the persons that you give the cards to at all times. And it's a family audit process. You want to make sure that you tell 10 people and tell those 10 people to tell 10 people. And the process goes on and on. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 will give you the people that you need in order to retire whatever it is you're doing and also have an educational plan for your children and a long legacy of income for you as a whole. In conclusion, this is the last slide. And I hope for you to give me your attention in this process to take advantage of the opportunities that's been presented in this process to you. So whatever you do, share the information with 10 people, and have those 10 people to share it. And then you then will have done what you really have been asked to do. And as a result of that, you're going to be rewarded simply by taking advantage of the opportunity. Again, I want to thank you. My name is David Richardson. I hope I'm not taking up too much of your time, but yet I hope I've taken up enough of your time in order for you to understand and take advantage of what's being presented to you. I look forward to working with you as a platinum member, or a silver or gold, whatever it is you want to be. I recommend a platinum because that's the fastest way for you to receive what's been promised to you as a result of you enrolling in this process. Thank you for letting me take up so much of your valuable time. I conclude this now and hope for you to have a God bless day. Thank you and bye bye. This is David Richardson.